Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. US President Donald Trump has urged Congress to amend a $900 billion coronavirus relief bill to more than triple its stimulus payments to Americans.
Congress started negotiations on a new package to get...
In a video message posted on Twitter, he said the package really is a disgrace full of wasteful items, adding it had almost nothing to do with COVID. The $900 billion package includes one-off payments of $600 to most Americans, but Mr. Trump said the figure should be $2,000.
The yeas are 359.
His statement stunned Capitol Hill, as both Republicans and Democrats have been negotiating a coronavirus stimulus rescue package since July, and Mr. Trump, who has largely stayed out of the talks, had been expected to sign the legislation into law on Monday night. Donald Trump has also issued pardons to 15 people, including 2 figures convicted of lying to the FBI during an inquiry into the US presidential campaign.
My lawyers have applied for a pardon.
Ex-campaign aide George Papadopoulos and attorney Alex Van der Zwaan are among those who received the presidential clemency. Mr. Trump also pardoned 4 security guards involved in a 2007 massacre in Iraq and 2 ex-congressmen. He is expected to issue more pardons before leaving office next month. Truck drivers have scuffled with police and sounded their horns in protest around the English port of Dover as a partial blockade by France angered thousands stranded before Christmas. France ended its ban on UK arrivals on condition of a negative coronavirus test, but the backlog is expected to take days to clear. Local police said one man was in custody after being arrested for obstructing a highway in Dover, and there had been disturbances at Manston Airport, where the Department for Transport is running a lorry holding facility. A gunman has shot dead 3 police officers who were called to a domestic violence incident in central France. The suspect, a 48-year-old man, was known to local authorities on child custody issues and was later found dead. The gunman killed 1 officer and wounded another, then set fire to the house where he was staying and killed 2 more officers who arrived. French President Emmanuel Macron said the nation shared the grief of the families of the police officers. Israel is to hold its 4th elections in 2 years after the 2 main parties in its coalition government failed to meet a deadline in a row over state budgets. Voters will return to the polls in March, just 12 months after the last round. 2 previous elections were inconclusive, resulting in a rare government of national unity. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, on trial for alleged corruption, is hoping to return to office for a 6th time. He denies the criminal charges against him, dismissing them as politically motivated. Costa Rica has seized over 2.5 tons of cocaine and marijuana that were discovered on 2 boats plying waters off its Pacific coast. According to local authorities, the illegal narcotics were discovered in 2 boats, also carrying drums of fuel, and the operation resulted in the arrest of 6 suspects from Costa Rica, Nicaragua and Colombia. In a statement, the police noted the operation was the first time a Costa Rican Coast Guard vessel was able to capture 2 suspicious boats at once. And finally, Whipsnade Zoo in England might be closed to visitors, but that did not stop its rhinos tucking into a festive feast in true Christmas spirit. The zoo's greater one-horned rhino herd, also known as the Indian rhino, and the largest of the rhino species, ate its vegetables that were presented on a plate of banana leaves. Although Whipsnade Zoo's doors are closed to the public in accordance with UK government guidance during the coronavirus pandemic, zookeepers, vets and essential staff continue to go to work every day, including Christmas Day, to ensure the zoo's animals are well cared for this festive season, as well as making sure they eat a varied diet. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.